Anyways, how y'all doing? Hi, welcome. My name is Snivy. Welcome to Too Much Free Time FM, where this Malaysian lad talks to you about the things he likes. Whew, can't believe it. Final life is on, huh? Again, what do you want to do? So we'll chill for a bit before officially starting. Let me do the intro again. Welcome. I wonder if this is working. Hello? Hi? Actually, hello? I should take this out. See, I knew it. Hello? Hello? Hi? The source. How do you change the source again? Edit. Oh no, that's Reels. We'll chill for a bit before we officially win. I need to fix this. Hello? Reaper, turn that back on. Hello? Hello? Okay. I don't know if anybody will watch. Alright, let's start this again. Oh shit, there's drips. Oh no, I don't want any ants on here. Anyways, let's start that from scratch from the intro. Welcome everybody, my name is Solo Snivy. This is Too Much Free Time FM, where this Malaysian lad talks to you about the things he likes. This episode is officially the finale episode of our season 3 and the whole series as a whole. We have been doing this for 1 whole year. I can't believe it. Like, it has been officially 1 year and a month. Now, I know not every single day or every single month during that period of time was really active, but I think producing about 36 episodes in total, pretty good, not gonna lie, pretty good. So we're gonna get into a few different topics, and I'll tell you right now. So obviously we're gonna be talking a little bit about why this is the final episode, why Too Much Free Time FM is ending. We're also gonna be talking a little bit about the recent shows and recent topics that I personally think I want to talk about. And to be honest, this one is actually a second try of this anniversary episode. Now, the initial recording was early August, way too outdated already, and adding the fact that I do want to end the season properly and officially end the series. I'll give you the reason later. And the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dive through the set list of the whole season, whole 3 seasons. Maybe give a little bit of thoughts on whether within the past year are my thoughts still the same on those particular topics and what stances they are. Again, just to spark some interest, and if there are any comments or any live chat who wants to talk, we can definitely make some discussion about that. Alright, so for those of you who are listening, this is definitely still available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. The last episode, I'm gonna officially produce them for those platforms, just to give a more solid ending to the show as a whole. Because again, I don't wanna leave the audio gang out. You know, the audio gang, y'all are out there, right? I know y'all are out there. So now nothing much is happening again. Let me double check if Stream Elements is even functioning, because right now I don't see shit. Stream Elements, please. I don't know if Stream Elements is actually working. Oh, it's fine, I guess. Alright, so let's get into the season finale and the series finale and why. So initially, I want to do this as a live stream for one. That's definitely one thing I want to do. Two, I want to do this as a Totsumachi initially. Totsumachi as in like where you just hang out on voice call and then people just hop in whenever they can. Again, Discord decides to screw things up today for some reason. Desktop Discord doesn't work right now. Web app Discord also doesn't work right now, so we're completely screwed on that front. And you guys let me know if the audio's fine. Again, I might be soft or I might be loud, just let me know. And because I hear myself as decently loud. Ooh, okay. I mean, I can definitely go onto mobile Discord later. I'll let you guys know when I do that. So, again, my friends are playing Overwatch. I can't exactly just barge in. Alright, so why is this the final episode? Well, the initial reason why we decided, why me and Apple decided to produce Too Much Free Time is starting from that one spark. You know what? One spark where all of our friends who were like in the Southeast Asia region who could come and visit Malaysia last year, right? So basically, we all met on Discord early 2022, or is it late 2021? And we became fast friends, obviously, because lockdown and everything. We hung out almost every single day. Anacor was our home for a long time. Until now, where 2023, things have been quite busy for every single person who is trying to live their own lives, build their own careers, or whatever they're doing, right? And eventually, most people drifted off. But during July, which is technically the peak of all of our relationships as friends, we decided to have a offline hangout. The heck? No, don't go up. What the heck do you go up? So we decided to have an offline hangout in Kuala Lumpur here in Malaysia. So we got some friends called Hodora-san right now on Twitter. It's called @Hodora, I think. And Arkazu, along with Matahari and Apple, along with her sister and me. 6 friends. We officially met offline for the first time last July. July 2022. Alright. So during a discussion randomly, me and Apple was like, you know, we're pretty close. We have similar tastes. What if we decided to make a podcast? Well, mainly because Anacor at the time has a podcast series called Alucast, which is pretty interesting content, to be fair. I like the fact that they're featuring people every single week, and they're talking about topics that were more guest specific every single week, but there was always a central theme, which is everybody's an alupi, right? Everybody's an alupi. Let me know if the audio on the stream itself is too loud as well. Yeah, this thing is dripping. I should put some salt in this. I basically have tangerine juice right now, or mandarin orange if you want to be specific. So the start was like that, right? The start was like me and Apple just decided, what if we just did a podcast to talk about things that we liked. Now, I will share clips in the official audio edit of like things that I think were our discussion points during the initial recording about the anniversary, where I feel like we had some decent talks. Now, right now we don't. I'm not gonna do that for the live, but throughout the episodes, of course, it felt eventually feel more like a burden, where I was really hoping for this to pop off, while Apple eventually started to have more real life seep into her daily life, right? And obviously me having the drive of content creation, you know, it felt like I'm just trying to pull her across a journey that she didn't really sign up for that far. I mean, that far in the future. So eventually I feel like I asked Apple specifically, okay, you want to continue doing this? This is post season 2, by the way. Post season 2, like about mid season 3. It's like, do you want to keep doing this? And if you don't want to, it's fine. I'll try to keep this up for as long as I can. And eventually, here we are, finale of the whole show. And to me, what I think really drives the fact that this is the end is the simple reason, right? Is that the initial reason of the podcast existence is kind of gone, which was me and Apple talking about things, having a weekly hangout, which I really enjoyed. And since both of our priorities are obviously different now, it's kind of unfair to keep too much free time on if the initial reason is to chat, And the second thing is just the simple fact that right now I'm actually producing more content, not just for work, but also for my own sake, right? I am currently making more content for the local Smash Bros community. I'm hoping to make more content for like travel vlogs, just sharing a little bit more about like interesting things I find while I travel around the wherever in Malaysia if I can. And too much free time is currently, I can't help but think it is not, I can't put it as a focus, I wanted to do so, and I did produce a full season as promised. 10 episodes is a season if you haven't noticed. And obviously season 1 is a special case. That one's like, oh, we did extra stuff. But season 3 and season 2, I've set in stone 10 episodes is the standard, because 10 episodes lets us have consecutive 10 weeks and a decent like a month break, so that we can like just think of new ideas and stuff. And I think most of our ideas for the first 3 seasons has been pretty decent. Again, Too Much Free Time ends as a weekly podcast series. Now, I won't say we will never do this again. Too Much Free Time is built for us, the Discord group hangout or group of friends. So in the case, let's say, right, if we ever hang out offline wanting to do a live stream, if everybody's in on it, I would love to do it again. But again, the stakes currently are only on me. Nobody has any particular responsibility to hold that accountable, right? So again, as somebody who doesn't like putting my agenda in front of everybody, I don't know how often or how, if I even will do it when I rather face them in face to face, right? So that is one of the reasons why this is ending. Again, I am currently more busy making more content for more different platforms. My work is now video based, my side thing is also video based, and content creation is just my full time at this point. When previously, when we started the thing, I was obviously in a more lax environment, and obviously with animation as my work previously, that let me have a different set of time to hang out with a friend. That's pretty much it in terms of the reason. If you guys do enjoy the content, make sure to go back and watch some of the topics. We and Apple still really enjoy seeing whether or not you reply or you react to those content, and I hope throughout these 30 plus episodes with 50 subscribers, thank you very much. I don't think we'll ever grow any past this, but 50 subscribers, thank you all very much. I hope y'all will support us for any endeavors we want to do in the future, and talk about a little bit in the future, right? And obviously my main channel is called Solo Snivy Talks. That channel I hope to do like just chill streams and stuff like that. Not like chill, but whenever I do streams on that channel, it's because I want to just document the thing while I'm doing a thing. So let's say editing, or I'm playing a game, stuff like that. What things I want to remember I do on the channel. And my other channel is usually brand makers, which I hope to build that back again, because that one is a channel where I hope I can build like an online presence as a professional, right? My definition of professional is somebody who earns a living off of what they do. And when it comes to being a professional, I want to do more events. I want to participate as maybe an influencer, let's say, right? That's just how the term works. I'm not saying I am an influencer. I'm just saying that's how the term works. So if I can represent as an influencer or somebody with relative influence that can go into events, post about them, and then some people want to see the news on, that's something I hope I can become. But besides that, the Smash Bros community is something I'm just really passionate about. Making content. I mean, I'm literally making a podcast, like a bi-weekly podcast there every single 2 weeks, and a tournament stream every week in between at this point. So tons of content to go around from me. Also my work has editing every single day. I don't know, I found a lot of newfound energy to do content creation now. TikTok too. Yeah. I've changed my stance on that. TikTok, yes. So that was about the finale and the future. Again, future wise, if we're ever gonna revive this, it will most likely be in live stream format. And if Apple ever one day, I did tell her this before, if she ever wants to pivot this, because now she's learning how to drive, right? If she ever wants to do travel vlogs or like food tasting type of videos, I'll be wholeheartedly welcome. Again, publicly telling you again, Apple, hit me up if you ever want to do content again. So talking about recent topics now. Right now it's the end of September 29th. I can't believe it. It's the 29th of September 2023. This year has been going by so dang fast. I can't believe it. God dang. And for real though, I can't believe the pod is already like a year plus old. So in terms of recent topics, obviously HoloLive has been popping off quite well. Holo Advent had their like 1 month plus. I really enjoy Fuamoko. We discussed this on the initial recording of the anniversary stream. Again, I found that nobody really had too much of an opinion, so again, didn't end up as a good piece of content in my opinion, so I didn't want to produce it too much. But again, my thoughts is I really enjoy Fuamoko. They really, again, I keep saying again, I just think I haven't paid membership for a VTuber in a long time, and Fuamoko made me like, I wanna pay for them. They seem like two really nice doggos. So nice. The blend of 100 plus and a tangerine extract. Again, my hands are kind of sticky now. Okay, so another recent thing, One Piece live action, pretty good. I've watched the whole thing. I'm looking forward to season 2, which should come out maybe in a year or two. I hope, right? But right now, thanks to the One Piece live action, it has sparked my interest to watch the One Piece anime as a whole. Now, the worst thing about that fact is Netflix doesn't have all the seasons or even most of the seasons. Nope, it only has up to Water 7, which is, if I'm not mistaken, the arc where Frankie joins. And that is not even close to the time skip. I was at least hoping to watch up to the time skip in terms of the anime, because the anime, from what I remember, even though the pacing has never been that good, because again, it's Toei animation, right? At least up until that part, I think the animation was still pretty respectable. Again, it's 90s to early 2000s animation. It wasn't really that well animated compared to the Wano arc that just ended. I will definitely want to watch the Wano arc eventually, but before that, I'd rather watch the Pokemon Journeys. I want to watch the finale of Ash Ketchum, But aside from that, right now, One Piece, I've just finished Alabasta. I'm right now in Skypiea arc. Pretty fun. I haven't read One Piece in like 4 years now. Officially, I mean like concurrently. That arc I haven't read in like 4 years. Oh, so it's pretty fresh. I don't remember what exactly happened, and obviously the anime does things differently than the manga, somewhat. I really enjoyed it for now, and in terms of anime, I think that's about it. Really, I'm looking forward to Frieren, the end of Frieren. I think Frieren of the End. I don't remember how the title goes, but it's starting like literally in a few days, and I'm looking forward to the 2-hour episode, or is it 1 hour? Either way, it's a full-blown movie for a first episode. Oh, sheesh! Crazy. Any other recent topics? Well, some video games are coming out. We don't have to talk about that. That's not very interesting. I don't have enough to say. I didn't prepare that topic to say anything about it. Yes, I'm drinking a lot right now. I don't have any alcoholic drinks. I don't have money this month. I'm trying to save money. Like, I actively separated a lot of money from my income to like avoid touching it, so that I have a base of finances to support me in the case I ever like don't have a job or whatever. Again, eventually I have to pay my own car loan. The curse of adulthood is looming upon me. All right. I don't know if I should, but I will, I guess. I mean, in case anybody ever wants to talk, but I have Discord on my phone for now. I don't know if anybody wants to talk, but I'll talk about. Okay, so let's just run through some of the episodes that we have done up till now. Where's the? Wait, what? Here. Let me move my cam for a bit. Oh, there is a chat there. Okay, so this is how we're doing this, I guess. Alright, so let me lock all of the things so I don't move anything else. So let me just do it like this. Alright, so let's just run through all the episodes of Too Much Free Time as we have already produced, and we'll see if we have any thoughts on the episodes themselves in terms of the topics. Alright, so there are currently 36 produced videos under the playlist Too Much Free Time FM on YouTube, our YouTube channel, in terms of the podcast playlist. So we'll start with the first one. We love Kyoto animation, but why? Now, is this a very popular episode? Relatively speaking, yes. Actually, for our first episode, 50 plus views, I think is a pretty respectable number. Again, is it good? I don't know, man. For our 50 subs, respectable, right? Respectable. But we love Kyoto animation. So how do I want to describe this topic back again? Kyoto animation, I haven't actually watched too much of their content for like the past 3 years. In terms of like chronological order, the last thing I watched was Surune, and I didn't even finish that one. I think they're coming out with a new Hibike Euphonium. I actually don't know too much about recent Kyoto animation, but I can say one thing: Kyoto animation is still one of the most beloved animation studios to me, thanks to their well-defined characters, and their writing may not be the absolute best, right? Some shows are really good, some shows are okay. Some show, I will never say they have a bad show, just a show that doesn't interest me, and I didn't have the patience to watch through them, right? Like Tsurune is not even a bad show. I had the patience to watch through Free when I was younger, but Tsurune is different. Tsurune is the type of sports anime that's serene, a little bit gay as per usual, but you know, that's just what it is. But I think my favorite shows from KyoAni is definitely still K-On!, Hibike, and Kobayashi. You know, Violet Evergarden is definitely up there. Kobayashi definitely hits me more because I love comedy more. You know, so that's episode 1. Tell me if you guys enjoy KyoAni and why. This will be literally like every single discussion point. Put them in the comments below. Doesn't matter if you went back to the episode or not. If you want more discussion, go back to the episodes. It's in the playlist. But if you just want to summarize that an opinion, please do so down below. I love to see. Next one is Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. Now, Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon again is pretty fun of a discussion. Recently, an interesting um, new piece of media has come out. Yes, both of these networks have a platform fighter now with Nick All-Star Brawl 2 coming out very soon, and Multiverses coming out that came out last year. Again, I haven't played them. I'm very interested in NASB 2. Again, platform fighters is something similar to Smash Brothers, so that's why. Also because the second game that is coming out soon is revamped, and a lot of the animations are more accurate to the cartoons compared to the first game. So I'm really interested. Again, Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon. During the discussion, I stood on the stance of Nick because Apple grew up more on Cartoon Network. So that was why I stood more on the side of Cartoon Network. But I mean Nickelodeon. But I can't deny Cartoon Network has produced more shows that were instrumental during my childhood, right? When I grew up as a teen, like Steven Universe, Adventure Time, and also those Hanna-Barbera shows, Tom and Jerry. All those are pretty legendary. But when I was younger, I definitely grew up on Nicktoons more. SpongeBob, I didn't really enjoy too much when I was younger. First season, yes. Second season, maybe. After that, I didn't really bother. Legend of Aang, definitely. Loud House and Danny Phantom. Again, the Butch Hartman shows were pretty good. I have a lot of memories of those. And again, which one is better? I don't know. You tell me, man. Nickelodeon isn't really doing the best in today's day and age. Cartoon Network either. Who's even winning? Neither. What do you want? Neither of them are winning. Okay, third episode. Malaysians talk about the best food in Malaysia. So in this episode, we went through a list of the top 50, if I'm not mistaken. I did learn the lesson that 50 was a little too much for a tier list in a video, because that shit went on for so dang long. So again, my conclusion is that Hokkien mee is one of my favorite foods. Malaysia has tons of great foods that if you guys are interested in seeing what kind of foods that are even available in Malaysia that you should try, watch that episode. This episode, me and Apple give our separate thoughts on our favorite foods from the list, and maybe some that weren't even on the list. So again, if you ever visit Southeast Asia, make sure to come to Malaysia. Such a Malaysian show. See, this is why I want to make that food channel idea with Apple. Next one, number 4. This is the podcast episode where we talk about puzzle games. Now, why did we think of doing this topic? Well, because when we were often in Enacor, everybody loved playing puzzle games. Either it was something like a board game like Mahjong, to Tetris, which everybody played almost every single day during the time. And I was like, Apple should be able to talk about Tetris, right? Well, turns out not so much. Again, these are the things that we have to accept. That I just have content brain, I guess. I just have content brain. It's not a fault of hers either. Like, the topics were decent for what they are. I just think it wasn't very engaging overall. These are personal thoughts, all right? Don't throw anything. I hope Apple doesn't take anything to heart. I told her before these things, because again, if the episode and the conversation itself never engages the person you're talking to, I would definitely feel like I don't think it'll engage anybody that's listening from a third party's perspective. That's just my stance. And whether you agree or not, I don't know. I just didn't think this was a good episode in terms of like the value proposition. And view wise, it never really got that high, either 30. But surprisingly, I heard Luna, which was one of our guests, enjoyed that episode, obviously because she really likes Tetris as well. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you are listening, Luna. Let me know that you enjoy the episode. Alright, number 5. This episode we had our first guest episode. This is the one with Boner, or the real Boner, as Twitter would his X handle would say. So in this one we were talking about desk setups. What is the perfect desk setup in 2022? And to me, what's a perfect desk setup? I think is a desk setup that's functional. Everything you need is always accessible, and hopefully it's periodically clean. Like I can't really say the same for like myself or most people. We just leave a lot of things, and then when it gets too bad, we do something about it. But I think one that I do say the minimalism style is good, but I would say I would rather prefer a functional multi. Again, I also don't know how well I would do with a multi monitor setup. I do want to upgrade my PC very soon. Money again. But what's the perfect desk setup? The desk setup that's just right for at least 3 years. As long as you find nothing needs to change in 3 years, I think that setup was the perfect one. And this current setup, I have tweaked it quite a bit throughout the years, but the fundamentals haven't changed. 2 screens, 1 audio interface, a webcam. That's about it. Pretty simple for me, at least. Alright, next episode, our best best performing episode. The Wacky Wonderful World of Niji Sanji En VTubers. Now this was during the time when Niji Sanji En was actually popping off properly, and I respected the heck out of Niji En at the time. The funny thing is that this episode I believe it was right before Luxian popped off that hard, or even before they really came out. Actually, I think they came out already a year. I remember the timeline is very blur for me. But either way, we only talked about the first three generations of talents when it comes to this one, which was Etheria, Obsidia, and what's the first gen already? Lazulite, right? Shit, I'm a fake fan. Yes, I know. Alright, I have never watched their content in a real long time. But the thing about this episode that I surprisingly find it to be lucky that we popped off that hard is obviously because VTuber hype and Niji Sanji hype itself was at its peak, I think, around this time. And I think we were very lucky to be able to ride that train for once. You know, we gained a few subscribers from it. The more importantly, we gained the most views. Again, the content was okay, right? It's similar to what we're doing right now. It's okay. 1.3k, respectable. One of my thoughts, again, Niji Sanji right now is at a very, very hard. They have a very, very hard to solve predicament with their image in the overseas perspective, both in terms of their merch and both in terms of how they handle their talents. Sorry, I'm drinking a lot. I really enjoy this drink. But yeah, how do you want to help them? I don't know, man. I see the newest recruitment and I'm just like, Niji Sanji, can you at least deal with your talents' like predicaments first? But again, what am I? I'm nobody, you know. I don't think I'm ready to be a talent in any of these. Not like anybody would hire me. I'd love to get paid, but you know, I'm not that creative. Number 7. I almost said Burger King Footlet. That's not the right number. But this is the best fast food chains available in Malaysia. I believe this list is actually outdated already, because ever since that episode, I think a few more have come out that are relatively fresh to the Malaysian scene. I don't know if they're counted as fast foods, but there definitely has been more restaurant chains that came from overseas post COVID-19, right? And some of our favorites I think are still Jollibee, McD, Burger King, still pretty high up there. I personally have a change in stance. Mary Brown has actually gone up like at least to A tier for me as a place that I really, really think it's a comfort food type of like fried chicken place. It's not the best fried chicken available, but it's definitely a very decent choice, you know, decent choice. I mean, what do you want? It's pretty good. Next thing, Number 8, our beloved collections and the stories behind them. This was an episode where we were talking about collections, and our few friends had the time to share their collections with us, and we just talked about, oh, what's here? Oh, what's this? Oh, like that. I'm breaking them down in the most cynical way possible. Not the most, I'm not that cynical. I'm a realist, to be fair. But this episode, I think, was pretty fine. I do think the flaw with this episode is just the fact that if it was me and Apple sharing our collections, all we did was talk, and no actual discussion. We're just telling the story, and it was not particularly well paced, I think. That's just a flaw, I think, of the first time we did something like this that was pure sharing. Again, lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. Next one, number 9. Looking back on the 26 years of Pokemon. This was around Sword and Shield's release, I hope. Scarlet Violet's release, like right before then. And the main point of that is that I'm a very big Pokemon fan, and we had Joe on, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I believe. It's very hard to remember, to be fair. Oh yeah, the Niji Sanjiwa had Matahari. Hi Matahari. And looking back on 26 years of Pokemon, right? The interesting thing about Pokemon is that I believe, in my opinion, their media collaborations are exquisite. They just did finish their Hatsune Miku collab, where they went through all 18 types with an artist designing a costume or a look for Miku along with their partner Pokemon. Ooh, amazing. Also, for those of you who like Hatsune Miku fighting type should be something like Komo-o or whatever, and then they chose Surfetch, which is the Leek Knight, the knight with the leek, the Negi. What's wrong with you? That is just Miku lore, like, default. And besides that, it's cool. So what the hell is wrong here? Stop complaining for something that doesn't exist. But yeah, Pokemon, 26 years. The games slowly declining, but in terms of the actual media, I think they're doing pretty fine. So whatever. If I ever had a chance to buy official Pokemon merch for an affordable price, I would do that. No holds bar. I need more drink, bro. Alright. The next episode, this is when I started to change the format of the thumbnail itself, hoping to see if something's different. I don't know if I ever did the job, but because I wanted to be less sequential, because if it was too sequential, then it's like, oh, why would I watch this when it's part of a series, My mindset when designing the thumbnails, I want to design it based on more of the topic itself and what topic directly in the thumbnail. I think that also like slowly influenced my current style of thumbnail design. Can't tell you if it's a good or bad way. I can only tell you it's a way. It's very difficult, thumbnail design. So much nuance. But the point is that in this episode, we talked about the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2022. And right now, 2023, I don't think it's doing much better. Nothing much has changed. Now, I do enjoy Guardians 3 a lot. I really enjoy No Way Home a lot. But those are just small pieces of this massive Phase 4 and 5 that most of it did not intrigue me. I just think there's too much content now that I have no particular interest in, Thank you, Kevin Feige, for making the first 3 phases, but the 4... Again, I bought Disney Plus for MCU, but then now it turns out I don't watch it as much for MCU. I watch it for anime. Like, what? Yes. And also musicals. Alright, next episode. Niji Sanji and why new VTuber outfits are so exciting. This one was me trying to grasp trying to get back the spark that the first VTuber episode did. Obviously, it's been like a month since the first time we did that episode. But this episode popped off again, but only up to like 300 views, which respectable. But again, I can see why nobody actually comes back. VTuber outfits, I don't think is a topic that's too popular. I tried. I also seen some videos that talked about it, but again, their views aren't the highest. Man, everything is sticky now. My hand is very sticky. But we made 2 episodes out of this. The content was very, very much over 3 hours of recording. We had Mata Hari and Martyrant joining us for that episode. And the biggest thing was it was the most unorganized episode we've done because Mata Hari went to sleep because he didn't sleep well. And well, Martyrant can talk a lot, so thanks guys for joining, but seriously that was a funny episode behind the scenes. Now episode 12, during the first season we tried doing 12 episodes. I didn't think it worked too well, and again 12 episodes feel like a little extra. Technically episode 12 here is a bonus episode where I wanted to do like thoughts while producing the season, and this I don't think is very well produced. I mean, no, the episode was fine. The topic was not appealing for people who don't care. Like, who gives a shit about these random 2 kids making a podcast? No reason. I just want to talk about it. And I shared what I shared, you know, they were pretty interesting. And then season 2 started off after Comic Fiesta. I wanted to do a big season 2 upgrade with the Comic Fiesta, like after Comic Fiesta, which was like doing live action on camera episodes. Because by this point, Apple hasn't bought a camera yet, but I have a few. You know, we have 2 phones and a pocket camera which is dead. It's right here, my Osmo Pocket. I wish I can do a review, but again, who cares about this camera? You know, I'll do it once the Osmo Pocket 3 comes out. Because I wanna really start off my career, if only. But basically we bulk recorded 3 on-camera episodes during that weekend for Comic Fiesta 2022, and the first episode was technically episode 14 because the Niji Sanji VTuber outfit episode produced 2 episodes, and I counted this as episode 14, but I changed that numbering since season 3 because I want to do season 3 episode 1 instead of continuing the number higher, because then I'll be confused even more. Right? So episode 14, we're talking about Comic Fiesta as a whole. Hopefully this year's Comic Fiesta 2023 is going to be better. Hopefully this year Comic Fiesta, we as a Smash community can be there hosting a tournament. Again, they're hoping for Street Fighter and Tekken, but come on, man, Smash is pretty good. Come on. So we were ranting about Comic Fiesta as a whole. Pretty good episode, to be honest. I think it was pretty fun. Then the 15th episode, we tried to rate local Malaysian snacks. For this episode, it's pretty good in terms of like what we done. That was a very fun episode to do, and thanks to Apple's family for providing those snacks. And a lot of them are local Malaysian snacks. A lot of them I do not remember the names of now. I wish I was more cultured in terms of like my memory of remembering stuff like that. But yeah. And then episode 16, Family Mart has failed us. Here's what happened. Actually, the Comic Fiesta and the Malaysian snack one did pretty good. Actually, 100 plus views. Pretty good. The Family Mart didn't really work out. The initial plan of talking about Family Mart food already failed to begin with when recording this. We went to like 3 to 4 Family Mart stores and they had none of them had anything in stock. I'm like, what the heck? You're a branch chain. You're a chain distribution. Why are there no food? The hell? I'm seriously. They had nothing that was like lively cooked. They don't have oden. They don't even have the deep fried stuff. I'm like, what the heck is wrong? What is wrong with y'all? I'm serious. That's what I said. But the episode was fun to do anyway. We ate snacks and stuff. We tried. Here's what BBC thinks is the best tag of 2022. I don't think this title was too optimized for the for the YouTube algorithm, but I think the title wasn't too bad, right? It was more talent centric, which was what the point of the podcast is, right? 27 views, just okay. I felt a little sad. Again, this is like a list, going through a list type of video again. Did we learn the lesson? A little. Alright, the next episode. This one we had Kyo and Vince join, or what's his? I forgot Vince's tag already, like his Twitter tag. Never mind. But this episode we mainly talked about Bochi the Rock. So I'm kind of sad this episode didn't pop off enough. Maybe because I didn't put Bochi the Rock in the title. Yeah, if only I knew. Our favorite games of 2022. This one was a decent video, but all of these games we both one-sidedly have an interest on, so very hard to make a big splash of a discussion. Again, next episode we try to do VTubers again. Hoshimachi Suisei went on the first take, so let's talk about HoloLive. Again, I feel like podcasts relating to VTubers have been declining since, unless you have the actual talent, and we don't. So 49 views. 49 views. As much as I tried. You start to hear my disappointment with a lot of things. Like the reward is not as strong, not because the production was bad. We're producing it as we started, and we tried to improve a lot while we were going through. But the problem was we couldn't gain traction. Again, it's very hard to do when your topics are both niches, but I think that one's not the problem, right? Suisei going on the first take was pretty amazing, not gonna lie. Michizure, I think that was the other song that she sang, along with Stellar, as everybody who knows Suisei as a singer would tell you what song she did. Pretty good. Next one, this was also because I wanted to do an episode that was talking about HoloLive instead of DG for once. I don't know more about HoloLive, just a little. Next one, here's why you must visit Malaysia, the cultural festivities. This one was an episode that was suggested by Alpha Bud or Alpaca. We tried our best. We're not very cultured. He also did suggest like other topics related to culture, but again, I don't think we're that well equipped to tackle those topics. So, sorry, Alpha. Again, thanks. He's the one guy that has supported us financially throughout this whole journey. Once, I should say. Or was it twice? I don't remember. But the point is, he's the guy that financially supported us once. Okay, next episode, rating every Pixar film. This one was a very, very tiring edit, not gonna lie, cause it just kept going, it just kept going, and I cut out the whole back part because, I guess that is also wrong because, well, it doesn't meet the title requirement either. Shit. Okay. That one's a fail. Next one, Luxium and Noctix. I keep forgetting their name. The first male VTuber group that popped off ultra hard. We had Luna and Matahari on this episode. Pretty good. Apple was not here. 300 views about that. Pretty good, but again, I think the hype already died down by the time we did this topic. Also, I came from it more of a casual perspective than a nerd to nerd perspective, So it wasn't the most appealing for VTuber fans themselves, the ones who would click, but it was also not broad enough to appeal to typical fans, I guess. Too many like shitty lessons that I've learned. This one was pure passion. From hit musical to banger film, In the Heights by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And how does Lin-Manuel Miranda keep doing it? Hamilton the musical. These two episodes were pure passion from my end, right? Of course, Apple also enjoys these two films. She enjoys In the Heights more, and I enjoy Hamilton more. I just felt like I was definitely rambling, but I'm a try-hard. What do you want? I'm a try-hard. They're pretty good. I think the thumbnails were pretty good also, personally lah, right? So they gained over 50 views. Again, I think the bar of success for any video for us is 50 views. And if can it break through 50 views? If yes, then I think they did pretty okay. No more drink, Sedge. Alright, next one, season 2's finale. Memorable experiences from our travel. This one we did with Boner, talking about travel experiences. Surprisingly, Apple had so many, but she also doesn't have any she wants to can share for some reason. I mean, she doesn't have too many overseas ones that she can share. I thought she would have more experience, to be honest. She keeps telling me like she travels a lot. I don't know, man. It's very hard. But we definitely heard a lot of boners, unique travel stories, and we learned about some unique foods that we can try if we ever go to some other countries. Pretty fun episode. I think this one's worth watching. It's 15 views. Kind of sad. Not gonna lie, kind of sad. All right, so the next batch of the next season 3. The funny thing is when I think of the themes, right? Season 1, obviously we blew off the lid with most of the topics that we were really passionate about. Season 2, we want to go a little bit more niche, but also things we're passionate about. Season 3, we tried to broaden to more of technical yet subjective discussions. Like the first episode was dessert rankings. Pretty fun. It was a live stream. Who the hell watches us anyway? I don't know. The next one we did is Spotify still the king of music streaming? I thought of this topic because it was an interesting topic, but it's not a trending topic. 17 views. Next one, are electric vehicles really gonna take over? This was the episode where we had Alpaca as a guest, specifically because he has been a supporter and he's our friend. We really wanted to have him for an episode, and I thought, what topics would you want to do? So we ended up with EVs versus gas vehicles. I think it was a pretty interesting topic. The views don't say that though. What do I know? And then after this one, Apple decides to do more of her own things, and I try to do more content. It's kind of hard, you know, when we just started the season and kind of need to split up already. Like, sheesh, okay. Again, no grudges held. I'm just kind of sad that couldn't keep it up for just a little more. Here I talked about specific topics that were more on a spur, you know, on a more spontaneous. Like Eurocamp, the movie, I watched it and I was like, yes, I want to talk about this movie in the next episode, Too Much Free Time, which we talk about the things we love, right? And well, 30 episodes is pretty okay, I guess. 30 views, sorry. But the movie is really good. The movie is really good. If you're a Eurocamp fan, you have to watch the movie. It technically isn't canon, but it's so far in the future that I think it's fine. Right, we're gonna have a season 3 soon, I think, maybe next year. Smash Bros for 3DS means a lot to me. Here's the story. This one is surprisingly the only episode that I produced alone that had over 100 views. Now, maybe because Smash 3DS is surprisingly a nostalgic game for many who grew up like in their teens during the 2010s, and for me especially, Smash 3DS was really nostalgic. I still play it once in a while, but Ultimate is so much better to me. I'm also more used to Ultimate. Imagine if I have my memories now and then go back to launch day, I could win tournaments, bro. Just kidding. I don't know if I'm that good. But next one. I hate loving isekai anime. Help me. I just read the isekai anime today. Or is it just a fantasy? Like a lot of them are, you are useless to us, kick you out, and you found a newfound passion. that type, or the other type is actually an isekai, and then usually those are power fantasy. Actually, all of them are power fantasy. I hate loving isekai, but isekai is pretty good. Like the most recent one is like the one with Pride Osama, you know, I forgot. I'm the boss, final boss villainous or something like that. It's pretty good actually. I like the pacing. For once, it's not overly fast paced. Respectable pacing. I can't believe it in my isekai anime. Amazing. And then for the next 2 episodes, I went on this philosophical tangent of some thoughts that I wanted to share. But I was thinking like, I don't really want to share it on brand makers, but I think too much free time is fine. So it's like, the first one was talking about creativity, you know, creating product content production. What does it mean to me, you know? And I personally think being creative is very hard in today's age. It's to be fair, it's hard every single generation. It's never been easy. The problem is that content creation, before you succeed, it's so hard to find the right answer. Tons of failures, and I don't even know if I'll ever find the answer, but that's the thing. Eventually, right? And I also find that whenever I try to draw something, I don't have a good sense of drawing. I just draw the same thing over and over, and it looks good. I'm satisfied. I never feel creatively fulfilled for drawing. Video making surprisingly hits the spots for me. That's why I'm making that a career now. I've turned away animation, going back to video, which I've did for the past 3 months. Next one, the dichotomy of social media marketing. Now this episode again was me talking about social media platforms as a whole, because as per my job, we do marketing, and understanding social media platforms is one of the ways for your creativity to find a platform to spread its wings. So as you can see, right? To be fair, I still haven't found the answer. How do you know? I wish I had somebody to teach me. But I started doing more like under 30-minute episodes during these few episodes, like season 3, episode 4 up to episode 8, because I want to do one topic. That's it. And if I don't have more to say, and I wanted to be more concise, if 20 minutes was enough, it's enough. That's how I felt. And then when it comes to like an actual discussion with another person, I want it to be as long as it needed, you know. So when season 3 episode 9, I talked with the real boner about street foods. Now, I think this episode is it's a really good episode. I think people should watch it because it comes from a very curious perspective of both of our sides being interested on each other's food. And hopefully Boner will try Malaysian food, authentic Malaysian food eventually. And that comes to this episode, which is the one you're watching right now. So, how do you feel about this whole segment? I'm still thinking how I wanna edit this episode for Spotify and YouTube. Spotify and Apple Podcasts, audio only. Please let me know if you guys have enjoyed Too Much Free Time for as long as it has lasted, and please let me know what you guys are up to. You know, I know that people who are watching more than likely have connections to us, either our mutuals or our friends of friends. Alright, more than likely you're probably in that level of connection to me or Apple, and I hope you guys have enjoyed throughout these three seasons, this whole year. And I'm really thankful for everyone who has watched and supported us this far. This episode turns out to be right under an hour, actually. Pretty good. I don't know if anybody actually wants to talk too much, you know. Let me see. again, I can, the only thing I can say is I am grateful to everything that we have done for this show this year, because we have tried our best. We have done most of the things we wanted, and unless we try something new and different, I don't think there's a reason to continue the podcast as it is, right? So, open invitation, Matahari and Apple. If we want to do like event talking or food, being a foodie channel, I'm up for it. Hopefully you guys listen to this podcast so that we can quote unquote revive it during Comic Festa this year, but not actually as a podcast, but as a short form video, and not a short video, like see, the formats are making it so hard. I want to say short video as in one that's under 5 minutes, but it's technically a long form video now because there's actual shorts. Stupid TikTok, right? Again, hopefully y'all enjoy the episode. Give us a like, subscribe, and if you do want to give any donations as the final, as to send us off, right, I'll be very grateful. Doesn't really matter, to be fair. I'm thankful for you guys to even watched. And my name is Solo Snivy. This is definitely the final episode because I don't see anything happening. I know I'm kind of a cynic, but again, this is Too Much Free Time FM. 1 year is long gone. This is the final episode. I don't know when we'll see you guys again, but you can follow us on our socials. All right, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Either way, we hope to see you all on the social medias and everything in the future. Make sure to follow us to see what we're up to in the future. All right, bye bye. Thank you very much. My name is Solo Snivy. I don't know how many times we've done this ending, and I feel like I'm rambling. Anyways, bye.